Hello, Carol. This is Donna. So it's a little different kind of video that I've done. So I'm going to show you really quickly what is kind of the end product, and then we'll go back. So what I've done is I've picked 15 pages, and there's 5 pages in each signature. We talked about how I'll run this through, and this is just what we had on hand. We're going to have lots and lots of different things for you to choose from. And I like to work outward, so just wanted to show you those real quick. And here's just my book, which I'll be covering that. But so it looks really thin right now, but it's not going to. So let's see what we can start with. So what I think I'll do, so I have some papers that are similar to what you have, and I just quickly folded those so you don't have to watch me do that. So as I look at this, I think, okay, well, this would be a great center. So let's get that open there. So I'm thinking, okay, fine, let's pretend I have 15 pages here. So I'm going to start with my first signature, and I start with the middle first. So that's going to be the center, just like I did. Let's see what this center looks like. Well, that center looks like this one. And I like to work outwards. So, and if you're going to write in your journals, you're going to want some semi-blank pages, but we're going to collage on top of all this too. So now the next one I'm going to put in there. So that's 2 pages. And I like that I can see the edges of something else. Let's see, I think I want something with a little more color. What do I have in here? I just have a collaged page, but that's okay. So I think I'm just going to tear that, right? And I'll fix, the edges or add some lace to it later. So maybe I want to do this next, because as you're looking at your collage, as you're looking at your signature, you want to see kind of layers. So it makes you want to say, oh, well, what's next? What's that page? And so forth. And, oh, there's an envelope in here, so we should get an envelope. Let's see, what do we have over here? Please bear with me. I'm trying to find some extra stuff here. So say I want to use one of these wonderful bags. And okay, well, I know that I still want to make something else stand out a little more. So, and oh, what you're doing is you're taking your cover and you're measuring to make sure it's not going to stick out too much. It can stick out a little. We're going to be embellishing the sides of these. So this just gives you a kind of a guideline of how wide you want your papers. So I'm going to do that. So here we have, let's count again. 1, 2, 3, and we'll cut this so that becomes a little tuck spot for something. 4, and you know what, let me take a flower picture. Maybe I can pull some of those right out of there so that, let's see, we can get one that's already folded maybe. And we're going to be using book pages and things like that. And I think I gave you some book pages. Okay, so now I'm thinking, okay, and I'm going to stagger some of my pages. And this, you can go in and you can use, let's use a ruler. So you can go in here. I hope you can see me okay. Okay, so you can go in here and just using a ruler, or you can tear. I like to tear too. I just like to fold, crease, and tear, or you can cut it as well. And I'm just gonna tear tear that off. So I don't have this perfect edge on there. So I would go and I would, you know, I would do that on this too. Another thing you can always do is fold into, let's actually do that right here so you see what I mean. So we can fold in here, and later I'll go in and I can glue this, and this becomes, you know, a tuck, little tuck spot, like that. So, okay, so we have that. We have this. We can even do something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So now we have a variation. And you can change the size of your papers however you want to. Okay, so let's say that's one signature, and you're not going to have to worry about the holes. But when you do holes, and I will show you two in person, the thing you want to make sure of when you do a template is to match your holes up with each other. For instance, these holes, get that back out there. These holes, these papers are not all even, but those holes are going to be even. See what I mean? And you measure from the bottom. As long as these are all even, when you put your, let's get your spine back on there. When you put it together, that makes sense. See? And that's something we're going to be doing later too. So there's those. So 5 pages per signature, 3 signatures, 10 pages. And play with them. Say you like this one here, like that, but say, okay, I think I want something shorter, so I will pull this up here. And then when you put that together on another piece of paper, let's grab another one of these florals. That's going to be a pocket. Okay, so now we're doing that part. So now I'm going to show you fold outs. Okay, so remember, 3 signatures, 5 pages each. Okay, so now a fold out is, let's find a fold out. Why did I do a fold out? I just liked the image. There, I did that in the signature, so I didn't have to cut the page, because this was a bigger page. So I just folded it up, and you can fold it down. So that's my center. I collaged on that. That's so funny. I guess I didn't do a tip out on this one yet. So let's see if I did a tip out on these. Oh, and plain paper's great, especially if you're gonna write in your journal. That's really good. And I see I already started making a little card here. Is that a tip out? No, that's not a tip out. Maybe I didn't get to them yet. I thought I did. Oh yeah, here I did. Okay, so that is attached with another piece of paper, like a scrap piece of paper. You know, like maybe something like this. And what I would do is I would put it, so I would glue it on this side of the paper and this side of the paper, and then I would flip it this way. Although you certainly can flip it this way and do it on that side. That's one of the ways you can do it. The other ways are, let's see, this way. So I flipped that, I took a piece of paper and folded it and then glued on both sides so it's stuck on this paper. But then when you flip it over here, see, it's here. And then I just covered that up right there, you know, with that. So that's a way to do that one. That created a pocket by folding up that music sheet. What else is going on in here? Do I have those ladies flip out, or are they just, oh no, I glue these to the glassine bag. So there's images you can glue to the bags too. and I did cut this. I probably will do something right here so that it opens. I even like to do this where I tear and then I fold it open, you know. Maybe I'll put some lace on that or something later, but I can glue that down right there. And then you know it's a pocket, and you know you can have some things stuck in there. And what's nice about these glassine bags is you can put a lot in there. Okay, so now I showed you tip outs. This is too white for me. I would have to go in and do something like, you know, these will make great tags when we do the master board. And I can't remember if I threw those in your packet. I might have. So anyway, so that was centers, pages, tip outs, folds. There's another fold. There's another tip out. And when I tipped this out, I folded this paper in half before I attached it to the side, so it created a pocket. I love the image. You know, I really should probably print that. So there's that. And so I think you've seen all three of these. Let's just go whip through them real quick. Added that pocket. Added that. It's not a pocket. It's just pretty. That's all. There's my lovely ladies. There's that center of that one. So if I wanted to even collage more on these, we can, because that's what we're going to be doing. Tip, pocket, extra little writing space. A bingo card wasn't big enough when I added it to this other piece, so I just extended it. Love that image. So that's that one signature. That signature, I think you've seen everything in that one. And then the third, which obviously I'm not done because there's no tip outs. Some ledger pages, some beautiful prints of some wallpapers that I have myself. There's a little pocket right there from folding up that sheet. And then when I open the center of this one, I can just do that, which I really love doing this, especially if you have a very large image, like say this image. So I'm working on this fashion design book right now. And if this was too big, like sometimes pages from old magazines are really long. Well, you would fold them up. Let me see if I have a sample of. Who do I have? Let's see here. Let's look at this for a second. Where's the center for this? Oh yeah, so here we go. So the center of that folds up. See? It folds like that. So I don't lose any of the images. The rest of this one. And so that's, once all the tip outs are added, Carol, and we start embellishing and adding pockets and filling the pockets, this will be double, maybe even triple the size that it is right now. So your book's going to end up being about this big when we're done. What else did I want to tell you? Okay, so you want to make a master board. So you're going to take something like maybe a cardstock. Try to get it kind of big. That's the one thing I didn't get for you, and I apologize. So even if you take something as, here, let me throw this out here. It's just something as small as this, and you just start doing collage with whatever papers you have. They could be a page from a book. They could be anything you want. And just start, you know, gluing down, collaging, right? And then when we get together, I think I told you we're going to flip it, and then we're going to cut it on the big paper cutters. So you'll end up with tags. Let me see if I have a tag here that I can show you real quick. My room is such a horrendous mess right now. I can't even tell you how bad it is. Okay, so These just had backgrounds from a ledger page. Oh, like say, like this ledger page, right? Where I double printed. But I have single print ones too, so we don't waste it. But just something like that. And then when I cut them, and then I had fussy cut roses because I have a stack. I'll be bringing a stack of fussy cut flowers that I have. And then I just put this on, glued that on. I had a little bit of doily, glued that on, some braille. I have an entire oh my goodness, boxes of these tags, plus all the printed tags I have too with millinery, but this is like botany and stuff like that. And then you just distress them, and so we'll be decorating our tags too. But the baseline really is just collage, and you know, see what you come up with. If you want to be directional, you can, but you don't have to be. I mean, I've done stuff where, you know, it's kind of like all over the place, and you just never know what you're going to get. And then when we cut it, you'll have, you know, different imagery. Sometimes it works great if you do neutrals, and the thing about neutrals is when you start with neutrals, or kind of neutrals, you don't feel so precious about what you're covering up. Like that was just a neutral, there was writing, so I didn't feel bad about gluing that piece on there. Or that one either. So, you know, just a thought. You start with neutrals, you can always build. But you do want to have some special oomph. Like definitely for the center. And like I said, if you're going to write in your journals, give yourself lots of writing space. Although you can always just keep your writing space to a tag, which we will be embellishing and putting things on and stuff like that. So there is that. And hopefully that was helpful. I hope that you had a chance to look at some of the, maybe my Instagram or even, let me see, I'm trying to think of, Instagram or my YouTube channel, and you might get a better idea of like how things, once they start, you know, you start embellishing them, how they turn out. But hopefully this is good for now. Oh my goodness, I'm so worried I wasn't in frame. Okay, I hope you got all that folding. Oh my goodness, Donna. Okay. Well, anyways, thank you so much. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.